All right, hello. Thank you for coming in today.
Hi.
How was your drive here?
That's okay. I had a little traffic, but it's to be expected.
Yeah. It's Pittsburgh, it's rush hour.
Yeah.
That's the way it is, especially that rain.
Yeah. It started coming down really hard when I left.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you could still make it in despite the weather and traffic. My name is Reagan. I'm an intern here at Cathedral Charities, and I'm doing your intake assessment. So before we begin, you already did an intake form, correct? And
Yeah.
as well as a informed consent
Yes.
form.
I did.
Okay, good. So this interview will continue some intake. I'll ask you some questions relating to why you're here in your situation. So if you have any questions about any of that, feel free to ask me. Just know that everything will remain confidential within the agency unless there are serious claims about harming you or another person. Otherwise, things will remain confidential, and this is a safe space to talk. So, can I ask what brought you in here today?
So I got DUI while I was driving the other night home from a party, and that's why I'm here. Largely, my family told me I had to come. I had a bit of an argument with my husband after. So.
Okay. And Miss Miller, I may call you Miss Miller, or?
Yeah, or Jess.
Okay. So Jess, so it sounds like you got a DUI and your family's a bit concerned about that. Has your family ever expressed concern in the past about that sort of thing?
Yeah, they've brought it up a few times, but I don't really think it's a problem. I can manage myself. I'm an adult. So, yeah, it's been a theme.
It has. Okay. So is drinking something that you do frequently?
Yeah. So I drink at work. My line of work entails a lot of it.
Okay.
And usually when I get home, or if I go out in the evening, I'll have a few more drinks.
Okay. So it's something you do frequently. And is that every day, you would say?
I would say so.
Okay. So your line of work you mentioned. Can you tell me a little bit more about your job?
Yeah, so I'm in advertising. I really like it. And I often will have lunch meetings with clients. And the way in advertising, you kind of draw them in, you kind of talk them up. So we'll have a few drinks over lunch, typically.
Okay.
But I really like my job. I work with my dad, and I'm self-employed, so it's really nice.
That's good. That sounds like it's a great thing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and alternatively, in social situations and at home, what does that drinking look like?
So typically it's also to unwind, to connect. I mean, I'll drink with friends or I'll drink at home. It's pretty, it chills me out and helps me feel more comfortable.
So it sounds like alcohol helps you be at ease, whether at work or home or in social situations.
Yeah.
So the night that you got a DUI, can you tell me a little bit more about that night?
Yeah, so I was at a party, and of course we were drinking, and we were driving home. I ran a stop sign, and I got pulled over, blew a .26, which is over the legal limit, and my husband was in the car, so when we got home, we got into a bit more of an argument. I don't remember a lot. This is mostly what I've been told. Yeah.
So that argument, can you elaborate on it?
Yeah, so I don't remember a ton, but he wasn't happy with my drinking habits, and I don't think I have a problem, and wish he would just get over it already. So we were arguing about that, and then apparently I shoved him, and I'm usually not physical. in that way. So if I did do that, that's not great. And then he wanted to move out, he said, until I get myself more under control.
Okay. So this argument did erupt with a lot of feelings of anger, I'm hearing.
I think so.
And physical anger as well, which has never really occurred before, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. So do you feel that this argument came out of a place of concern?
I would guess so. I mean, he's been acting really concerned. That's why he is doing all of this. Yeah, so I would guess that it would. That may not be the way I'm seeing it.
Okay. Now, do you feel that you caught that any issues like you're explaining in your marriage, recent issues, do you feel that you have any within work or other social situations with people who are not your family?
I mean, with friends, we'd all be drinking together, right? If we're out at parties and at work, drinking is just kind of part of the deal. So I think the main point where this has been a problem has been with my family.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you are aware. You're aware of how your family feels about this, and it sounds like this drinking is something that is important to you, and it helps in both socially and in work. I'm hearing that it's not really a concern to friends, coworkers, clients, and I'm also hearing that the most recent instance or the most recent concern would be the DUI and the fight you had with your husband.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. All right. So I think that that's all we have today.
Okay.
A assessment worker will contact you about further work here with the agency. But for now, my time is done. I'm finished with the intake. So if you have any questions, you can let me know. But as far as we're concerned, we've completed the intake assessment. So thank you so much again for coming out. It was really lovely meeting you, Jess. Yeah, and I hope you have a good day.
Thank you.